Trevor Philips, the wild card of GTA 5. The guy who's just as likely to give you a bear hug as he is to stick a grenade down your pants. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that he's one of the most memorable characters in the game. So this is what we will do today, a detailed character analysis of Trevor Philips. And this is the first part of this series where we will analyze GTA protagonists. Trevor's early life was rough, to say the least. Born in Canada, he grew up in a trailer park with an abusive father and a mother who was a prostitute. At the age of 10, he was already involved in criminal activity, stealing cars and getting into fights. As he got older, Trevor's criminal activities only escalated. He became involved in drug trafficking and eventually moved to the United States to expand his business. Along the way, he met Michael and formed a close bond with him. It's clear that Trevor's difficult upbringing and early involvement in criminal activity have had a significant impact on his character. He's brash and impulsive, with a disregard for authority and a penchant for violence. But he's also fiercely loyal to those he cares about and will stop at nothing to protect them. According to Trevor, he also had a brother who died prior to the beginning of the game. Trevor's past experiences also play a role in his sense of humor and wit. He's quick with a joke or a one-liner, and often uses humor to diffuse tense situations. But beneath the humor, there's a darkness to Trevor's character that hints at the trauma he's experienced in his past. Trevor's early life and background provide valuable insight into his character. They help us understand his motivations and actions, and give context to the person he's become. Trevor's personality is one of the most complex and multifaceted in GTA 5. He's a bundle of contradictions, with a mix of positive and negative traits that make him both compelling and unpredictable. He isn't one-dimensional at all. On the one hand, Trevor is fiercely loyal to those he cares about. He'll go to great lengths to protect Michael and Franklin, and won't hesitate to take on anyone who poses a threat to them. He's also surprisingly intelligent, with a keen sense of strategy that he uses to stay one step ahead of his enemies. On the other hand, Trevor can be incredibly violent and brutal. He has a hair-trigger temper, and will lash out at anyone who crosses him. He's also highly unpredictable, with a tendency to fly off the handle at the slightest provocation. And let's not forget his fondness for meth, which only amplifies his already erratic behavior. This is what's amazing about him. He is damn unpredictable. Trevor's relationships with the other characters in GTA 5 are some of the most interesting and complex in the game. His closest bond is with Michael, whom he's known for many years. Despite their differences, the two men have a deep understanding and respect for each other. They're like brothers, with a bond that transcends their criminal activities. Now let's talk about his relationship with Franklin. Trevor's relationship with Franklin is a bit more complicated. At first, Trevor sees Franklin as a threat to his relationship with Michael. But as they work together on various jobs, Trevor develops a grudging respect for Franklin's skills and intelligence. The two men never become close friends, but they do come to understand and appreciate each other. Trevor Philips is one of the most memorable and complex characters in the Grand Theft Auto franchise. His backstory, personality, and relationships all contribute to his status as a fan favorite. Trevor's troubled past, including his abusive father, or I should say fathers, and time spent in the military, have left him with deep emotional scars. These scars manifest themselves in his erratic behavior and violent outbursts, but they also make him more relatable and human. Despite his flaws, Trevor is fiercely loyal to those he cares about, and he's always willing to go to bat for his friends. His sense of humor, however twisted, is also an endearing quality that sets him apart from other GTA characters. Trevor's introduction in the game marks a turning point for the story. He brings a level of chaos and unpredictability that wasn't present before, and his presence creates tension among the other characters. Michael and Franklin both struggle to deal with Trevor's erratic behavior, but they also recognize his usefulness as a skilled criminal. Throughout the game, Trevor serves as a foil to Michael and Franklin. While Michael is struggling with his midlife crisis, and Franklin is trying to find his place in the criminal underworld, Trevor is the wild card who upends their plans at every turn. He's often the one who takes things too far, but he's also the one who can come up with the most daring and audacious plans. Trevor's storyline in the game is also one of the most emotionally charged. His relationship with Patricia, his past with his abusive father, and his interactions with the other characters all contribute to a sense of depth and complexity that makes him one of the most interesting characters in the game. Trevor Philips is a character who embodies the dark underbelly of American society. He's a reflection of the violence, nihilism, and amorality that can be found in certain pockets of society. Trevor is a criminal, a drug addict, and a sociopath, but he's also a product of his environment. One of the most significant aspects of Trevor's character is his mental health issues. He's a character who struggles with anger, paranoia, and a sense of isolation. His erratic behavior and violent outbursts can be seen as symptoms of a larger mental health issue. While the game doesn't diagnose Trevor's condition, it's clear that he's a character who's struggling with some form of mental illness. I mean, it's literally obvious. Trevor's character also reflects the themes and commentary of the game. Grand Theft Auto V is a game that's concerned with the darker aspects of American society, and Trevor's character is a perfect representation of those themes. He's a character who's been left behind by society, who's struggling to survive in a world that doesn't care about him. His violence and criminality are a response to a society that's failed him. Trevor Philips is a character who represents the darker aspects of American society. His mental health issues, his criminality, and his nihilism all reflect the themes and commentary of Grand Theft Auto V. He's a character who's both compelling and disturbing, and his presence in the game adds a level of complexity and depth to the narrative. What you guys think about Trevor's character? Let me and others know in the comments section. So that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, next we're going to do Franklin and Michael character analysis. So if you don't want to miss those videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. And also like this video, it really means a lot. Finally, I want to thank you for watching this video so far, and I'll see you next time. Take care.